Howdy, everybody. Welcome to RVCCIS.info. This is the flagship program for all things computers and information systems at Rock Valley College. We are your hosts, the CIS faculty. In the upper left-hand corner, we have Chuck Conkle. Going downwards from there, we have Jim Conley.
Hey.
Over to Stephanie Washer. And myself, I'm Eric Wolf. This is the fourth episode of our podcast where we'll go over 5 not unique tips on how it is that you can survive finals week. So we're each going to take it one at a time here. Anybody can chime in as we get ready. All of this is based off of a poster that we will put in the show notes, so you can go down there and go ahead and click on that. While you're there, hit subscribe so we know anybody is actually out there listening. That would do well for teachers and our fragile egos. I'll start off first. Tip number 1 is start early. This is the hardest one for a lot of us, right? Where we go through and we drag our feet and suddenly, it's the night before and we're hoping that necessity is the mother of all, paper writing or code writing or whatever it is that we have. And that's just not the case, right, everybody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've done that.
Not at all.
Oh yeah, we've all done that. Please do not mistake this for we haven't done that before. Like
I did it on Sunday night when I had to turn in a paper, and then the safe assign takes 24 hours because everybody's using it on Sunday night. So my paper was late.
Yes.
My major was procrastination in college. Yeah, I excelled.
We would have been roommates, Jim. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a scholarship in that, right? So all of us, fantastic examples for you. But absolutely start early. That would be tip number 1. Tip number 2, take us out.
All right. Using office hours. Get with your professor, find out when the office hours are if you don't know already. Normally they're posted right on the Eagle somewhere on that webpage. And so if they don't, email and find out when you can get together with them to figure out any confusion you might have. Also helping with studying helps that you might need that you might not be aware of. Professors we're here to help, and so you're not going to bug us or annoy us if you ask us a question. That's what we're here for. It's what we get, not only what we get paid for, it's what we actually edit that one out.
We have to remember to turn those off, but we never will. So it's fine. We're professionals here.
I have a delivery. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway,
I thought it was my coffee pot, but whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So using office hours is important to save confusion and also to help with any study tips that you might need or resources you might need, because as faculty, we're definitely here to help you.
Yeah, along goes with that, know when your exams are. If I had a nickel for every time somebody would either walk in late or would come by like 3 days later and be like, I thought the exam was now, I'd have a boatload of nickels. Like, I'm not sure. But just look, it's posted on the syllabus. Most of us post it right on the assignment. Most of us have probably been mentioning it for days and days. So go back and check your communications on that. And if you don't know, message your instructor.
Perfect. And take good notes. So one of the things you should do is sometimes just the fact of taking note, if you're not a note taker, reviewing your textbook and then writing them out or typing them out will help you get the concept of some of the topics that are hard for you to understand. Make little note cards and start to study them. That's always a good thing to do for finals, especially the material that you're struggling with. That's what you should really do it with. Don't waste your time on stuff you already understand.
And plan study times, whether you're planning a study time for yourself or with a group of people, and you can use like Google Meet or any other FaceTime, Zoom, whatever whatever you want to use and is easiest for you. Plan a study time and work with others or work on your own, and just give yourself enough time to look through everything that you want to look through and kind of review.
Yeah, absolutely. Do not be afraid to make study teams. I know it's going to be hard now that we're all sequestered at home, right? But a Zoom meeting is as easy as can be. Using FaceTime is as easy as can be. One of the least used portions in all of Eagle is the People tab over on the left-hand side. And all you need is, to know people who are in your class. Those are individuals who before 6 weeks ago you would have sat next to. But it's really not that hard to go on FaceTime to start a Google Duo or a Google Meet or a Zoom meeting or whatever it is. And, the knowing what you know by helping other people with it is really a great way for you to feel better about how you're going to do on that exam.
Perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Outstanding. And here we go. We're rounding out the tips with number 5 here. Just remember to take a break. You're probably not like an academic robot, right? Where you can just keep going and going and going and churning out test after project after test after project for days and days and days. You're going to need to take a break. We had talked about it in one of our previous episodes, was the, Stephanie, help us out.
Tomato timer.
The tomato timer. It's tomatotimers.com with an S at the end. And it's how many minutes on?
25.
25. I totally blazed right through that. I tried that this morning. I will tell you the honest to buttons truth.
I skip the break a lot.
Yeah, I put it on mute and I looked up and it was an hour and 45 minutes later. And I'm like, yeah, I messed that up bad.
I can't sit for an hour and 45 minutes. I don't know.
I needed to do it. So it was one of those, like, if I don't do it now, I'm not going to. But so we're again here setting a bad example for you, our students. First, procrastinate as much as possible. Second, don't follow any of our advice, and just keep working until you pass out. No, you don't want to do that. Don't listen to us at all. This was a terrible idea. Oh my God.
Lots of caffeine. You forgot lots of caffeine.
Yeah, treat us like your parents. You don't listen to them. You're not going to listen to us.
Yeah.
Like my mom and dad used to tell us, just do it because I said so. Okay, well,
yes, there you go.
Right there.
Do as I say, not as we do. That might actually work in your favor.
Yes.
But yeah, like we've all said, have a coffee, take a break, go outside. It's nearly like October weather outside. So, you've got to break it up. We've got, all of us dorks in academia have already heard this. There's a lot of physical science behind. When you break it up, it allows your brain to get back to the issue of focusing on what you were doing. So we, as casual users of our own brains, tend to think like the longer we focus on something, the longer we focused on it. But the opposite is true. The longer it is that you lock yourself in on something, it's actually harder to focus and maintain that focus. So take a break, get some sleep, take a walk, eat something. Maybe don't eat something gross, but eat something good. Like, don't do Taco Bell. That's not good for anybody.
Take a nap.
Take a nap. There you go. Take a nap for me while you're at it, because I need one.
I like that.
Well, Oregon Park District near me, they're doing a Lazy Man Marathon. And so you do 26.1 miles in a month. So in the month of May, if you can do 26.1 miles, which I think is perfect for something like this, you can walk a mile a day and it'd take you 15, 20 minutes to walk the mile, but
That's
be a nice
Do
little
they
break.
have an extremely lazy man's? Is it where there's one for like
Over
an
2
entire
months?
year? I could make it.
Entire year. Oh my God. Eric, it's only a mile a day.
No, I know. One of the things we've been doing every night is we take a family walk, and Barrett calls it, my little guy. For those of you who are new to the channel, I have a 4-year-old. The little guy calls it a fog walk because the first 3 times actually we did it, it was foggy as all get out, and he loved it. So every night we have to take a fog walk, and it's usually like just over a mile. And he is floored by how many steps it is. It's 2,000 steps, and he likes, that's more than 100. So,
That is
Yeah.
one improvement.
so even at that, I do, when I get home after taking the walk, I go back to work and it's easier. So,
Mhm.
Exactly.
I guess our advice isn't entirely empty, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, good
We do
advice.
know some stuff.
Yeah. We don't
Allegedly.
know everything, but we know some things.
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks. We've got 5 concise tips, despite our meandering, 5 concise tips for, keeping safe and sane while surviving your finals experience. Start early, use office hours, take good notes, plan study times, and take a break. So this was our 4th episode. I think that's correct, right?
Correct.
There we go, guys. Fantastic. This has been RVCCIS.info for all of your things, computers and information systems at Rock Valley College. We have been your hosts, Chuck Conkle, Jim Conley, Stephanie Washer, and myself, Eric Wolf. If you've liked what you have seen here, if you have any ideas for future shows, because we would love to hear those, if you would like to participate in any way, shape, or form, please hit us up by hitting that subscribe button down below and leaving us a comment. We will absolutely get back to you. So in the meantime, thank you for joining us, and stay safe and stay sane out there.